Okay, so Brucey has been involved with us for, a long time now, and he's done a lot of stuff with us and especially for us. And we've talked to him almost every month about, what can you do for us? Do you want to do a presentation? And I thought maybe he wouldn't want to, but he was really excited to do this presentation on FFA for us. And so I think with that, I'm just going to turn it over to Brucey because he's got lots of good stuff for us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Um, Thank you to Scriba Historical Society for having me tonight. It's an honor to look out and see many faces. Um, I know I see a few teachers, my family, a librarian, it's a Historical Society, a TA, business owners. Tonight we are going to talk about an organization that has shaped generations of young people across our region and country, the Future Farmers of America. Before we dive into the history of FFA, I want to share a little of who I am and why I'm here tonight. My name is Bruce Becquerel, or Brucey. I am deeply connected to agriculture education and traditions that make Oswego County special. I also work at Jellystone Park in Mexico, New York, where I get to see families, kids, and our community come together every day. That experience reminds me how important FFA is to our youth. This project isn't just about starting an FFA chapter. It's about strengthening our communities, preserving our heritage, and building a future over where young people feel proud of where they came from. As we talk about the history of this great organization, I want to keep one central question in mind. How can bringing an FFA chapter to the Oswego City School District help our youth today while strengthening the unique community bonds we built over generations? So what is FFA? FFA is not just a club, it's an intercurriculum organization, meaning it's a part of a school day that's tied directly to agriculture education. Students learn through hands on experiences, leadership training, teamwork, and real world projects. FFA helps build confidence, responsibility, and career skills while staying connected to agricultural traditions that shaped our communities, like Scriba and the entire Oswego County regions. It prepares young people for modern career in agriculture science, business, mechanics, and technology, giving them opportunities they won't find anywhere else. The official FFA motto is what you live by as you are experiencing the organization. Learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, living to serve. It focuses heavily on work ethic and civic duty. Okay, this one might be a little challenging to understand, but I'll try to get it the best I can. FFA relies on the three-part model to teach students. They get standard instructions in the classroom, then practice real world work through an independent project, and then learn teamwork. So they do it themselves first, and then they'll do it with a partner. FFA was founded nearly a century ago, back in 1928. It started with a group of young farmers who wanted to bring pride, technical skills, and a voice to the agricultural community. That foundation of pride still drives the organization today. Scriba and Oswego County have rich agricultural history, and FFA is a perfect way to honor that heritage while preparing our students for the future by bringing hands-on learning and leadership training into the school day. This program turns our local youth into tomorrow's scientists, mechanics, and community leaders. It bridges our past with our future, ensuring Oswego County's identity stays strong for generations to come. When we look at history of Scriba and Oswego County, we see communities built on farming, from our historical family orchards to dairy farms. Agriculture isn't just what we do, it's who we are. FFA honors that exact history this society worked so hard to preserve. Bringing FFA back to the Oswego City School District requires a community effort. I'm asking the Historical Society tonight to partner with us, whether it's sharing local history with our future students and helping us advocate to the school board. Your voice matters in making this chapter a reality. Okay, so I'll tell you guys a little bit about this FFA chapter. So it's where my dad went to school, and my grandmother was a person who was helping it. So this is a little below Hudson Valley, so Dutchess County area, Dad. Yes. Yeah, Dutchess County area. So yeah, I just want to show this real quick.
FFA is a group that really focuses on developing leadership skills and personal growth of students through agricultural education. Both FFA members and elementary students have learned to show cows or other livestock, and then even showing their own animals and just educating the general public, which is important because the Pine Plains community is one that's deeply rooted in agriculture.
They look at the cow today and look at the characteristics of the cow. By showing the cows, other kids might want to do it next year so they can join.
My cow's name is Tasha, and I've been working with her for 2 years.
I plan to become a teacher eventually and come back to a tight-knit community, and I really enjoy FFA because I get to work with a lot of younger students and really express the importance of agriculture to them and make a difference in young lives.
So hi, my name is Sheldon Osaski. I'm the business manager at Ruby Chevrolet. Great to be here at 2017 Ag Day at Pine Plains Central School District. Pine Plains is the last FFA in Dutchess County, so it's great to see that we're still able to do all this. So Chevrolet sponsors FFA nationally, so it's great that Ruby Chevrolet can sponsor Pine Plains FFA, and it helps the community stay grounded to its roots and do what it's always done.
So a little bit about that FFA chapter is that they have an ag fair every year, and they do car shows, they do horse shows, I believe. And then they do this big thing every year, which my grandpa was always the person to do it, was a big roast beef dinner. And my grandpa always was the person that would talk to people, serve them roast beef, of course, because he was the lunch lady.
Oh, did you appreciate that?
We'll find out today.
That's called.
And it's fun because that's where my dad went, and it's good to still know that they're still here today. Okay, so this was a quick presentation. Thank you again for your time tonight and your dedication to keep Scriba history alive. Let's work together to ensure our rich past builds an even brighter future for our youth. I would love to open the floor for any questions. Yes.
Can you talk about what's up on the table?
Oh, yes, I would love to. So I'll start with this first. This was a pillow I made in Home and Careers class, and I do see my teacher here, Miss Dawkins. My other favorite teacher is Miss Crossman right next door. She makes the best cookies, by the way.
Thanks, Bruce.
You're welcome. Nice. Okay, so I made this. I love it. We love it. All right. So I'll try my best with this. This is a banner that my dad got, I believe, for showing cows, right? So our family shows cows. This is one banner my dad got back in 1990s, right?
That's amazing.
Yes. The same as the corduroy jacket. I can find that.
Very nice. Nice.
Lala. Yes. Okay. You see all the produce on the table. That's from my garden. Okay. I'll try my best to explain this. I I saw it today, so I took it out of the closet. Um, basically it says my dad's name. Um, it's the Empire degree of FFA, the New York Association.
Yes, it around. Sweet Scriba. Very nice. So, what does it take to get there?
Dad,
You're gonna have to
time to turn on that old rusty memory.
Paperwork.
Paperwork.
Yes.
Was 68 annual medium. For student districts around us have FSA programs.
I had Mexico.
Except
Yes.
does.
Yes.
On Palna. It's in city, I think, isn't it? That was small. The Wicked Mexico still has a chapter. Is that in Rosie's? It's a thick.
Guess so.
City wouldn't solid now.
Looked hard at that.
Did I begin? I don't be very sure I take and eat. We'll see.
I could say it's mine, but
Well.
built the 1960 something.
That it is.
Yeah. All right. So this is the green star hand. Dad, what does this do? Okay, so it has his name on it and the FFA logo. So it must be good.
That's good. Green hand must be like Greek diversity.
20 years ago.
I down in that area.
Hopewell Junction. Okay.
Here.
Where is it? Are you going to present this to the board?
Not me too.
Yeah, I think you should. All right. If you want to get a program going, I think this would be a lovely way to start getting in it. If you
way. I would. We'll go back you. Yeah, anyway, you need to just stop.
Did you also happen to know the in-town supervisor? Shoot.
No, it's very good. You think he knows the historical society of the... Okay. Yeah.
Is there any chance you could get Burt Chevrolet just a packets?
Chevrolet's a national sponsor. It's our tackle dealership. Yeah, right.
I will.
Do you have any faculty that's interested in backing you at the high school?
Well, at the municipal school, but definitely will.
And yeah, Miss.
Was the bill?
Yep, Miss Brennan Steers.
Yep. It's where I'm sure that
She's one of the best librarians.
sure that the family and consumer science teachers at the high school would, and the technology department, support. It's great that you came. All right. Yeah. Very much. Ooh. Yes. Not gonna ask Daz if this one seems you either.
Where are the other chapter? That's
Cato.
Yes.
The tackle.
Ken, who definitely has one.
hey, that's all I'm trying to say
Because Knox.
Yeah, oh, it's yeah, Knox. Her daughter goes to it. Oh, Pat. Yes.
So if you would like, at my school we have a whole gardening program, and I can ask those students if they are willing to also back.
Sweet, that would be also great.
What school is that?
Sumi in Sweden.
Oh my, oh, right.
And Bruce, you have asked the Historical Society and the individuals as well to support you. And what do you see that looking like for you? Is it a monetary thing that we may need to help with, or are there other ways that we can help you in this?
What I think about it is like a whole bunch of people like say like know what FA is and then want to go to the board, and whenever I go to the board or be like FA is great, we should have that for our students, and hopefully you have enough people that can do that. Yes.
What about the idea since you have a lot of people supporting you, everybody just get together and present
Some of this to our county legislators to say, this is our county, it is we're shooting for this, but clearly support.
Yeah. And also, I'm piggybacking on that. Our county fair is very much suffering. And I think that would be an excellent of support of the county fair, FFA or whatever, because livestock are still being shoved there. There still are more shows there. There was a rodeo there this year. It's really hurting, and it's run by volunteers. So I'm speaking with what Pat's is talking about. I think a lot of thought can go into this, right? And we can add some things to this presentation and work it up, and make it apply specifically to you want us to apply to Oswego High School, to Oswego County, and the fair and all that goes with that history. We could tie everything in.
That'd be awesome.
How do you actually start the MFA? And say if Spindle says, yeah, let's go for it. How do you actually?
So we'll have to hire an ag teacher, which I do believe we have one in the high school, right?
I was just there. Like Mr. Burroughs does.
Like a bomb that's kind of like at the thing, but it's not like where they says chapter or anything like that.
Yeah, okay. So we used to have an ag teacher.
Yeah.
He was one of our technology teachers, but he no longer works there. I'm not sure about Primrose. I know he's a science teacher. You're not sure if he is ag certified though.
Yeah, yeah. I know that Primrose is I think Capillardo and a lot of the chemistry and Scherger's when they're back out. Oh yeah. Like Alma and stuff like that. Yeah.
So I try to have Miss Peel be one over. Try to get ag certified.
You need to submit paperwork, or somebody we need to submit paperwork to get the chapter started.
So we'll have to run it through New York State FFA Association.
Right.
And we'll have to start a chapter. They'll have to accept our chapter offer. And we'll hire an ag teacher. Basically do all this stuff to set up a new classroom.
And that's where financial support may not end.
Yes.
Okay.
What about our local Cornell in Mexico? What kind of resources would they have? They do that. So it's they do a lot.
Yes. They'll help us probably give information how to start one. Probably help us guide the school district guide into the right pathway to submit one, get a good ag teacher.
Other etiquette that can be supportive.
Yes.
Yes, is the
So Bruce, there are in school classes that our FFA kids could take. So it's not just for the club component, but they also are teaching.
Yes.
In
I wanted to mention that. So the Pine Plain Central School District. Stephanie Rhodes is the ag teacher. She's been that for probably 12 years, I would say. Yes. So it's not just at FFA. So she has kids that aren't in FFA. It's animal class, like animal science, I would say. So it's basically that.
But it is a certification.
Certification to start.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And I do know that you can do like crops in that class, even though if you're not in FFA. Okay. And you have to, if like let's say I wanted to be in it, I would have to go through the FFA, pay for it. I don't think it's expensive though. I think it's like $10 a year. Yeah, it's pretty reasonable price. Oh, another thing, in the FFA, you have president, secretary, vice president, basically what you get in the government, basically. So my dad was a secretary, and this is his secretary plaque.
Great. That was before computers.
Social CPR. Nice class. Memories. Cool. Take there. I wonder if there's any 4-H chapters local.
Yes.
There is. And what is the difference between 4-H and FFA? Oh, a lot.
So the lady across or the person across the road always has a sign up that says join the 4-H or whatever, but I don't really know anything about. Other than my mother was in the 4-H, but other than that.
So 4-H and FFA. I know there's one person that is in 4-H and she's a 4-H teacher. She does horses. She's one of my coworkers' mom. She does it, but I think FFA, you're in a schoolroom, you're in the school day, you learn about animal science and all of that. And 4-H, I believe you just go to after school meetings and then you show animals in 4-H, just like how my dad got that. He showed a dairy cow. So they're kind of the same, but in a different perspective.
There's 4-H's heart and heart said the one other
Or hand and yeah. I know what you're talking about. They have different slogans though.
Of course.
Yeah.
And they don't sound as academic.
Yes.
No, I think FFA is academic. Which really fits into where you want this to be.
Yeah. So that's not only thing. FFA, you go through conferences. So a New York State conference they just had in Buffalo a few months ago. Stephanie Rhodes in her FFA class went to it. Next, they'll go to the national FFA, probably in Idaho. Like something with the I state. Go tell Mr. Brown at me.
Stuck the little eye.
This is a season actually.
All fits together, Yoga.
Bruce, as the district in New York State is moving toward the portrait of the graduate requirements, when you do your presentation for the board, if you can find a way to show how that dovetails with those requirements, that might be a good selling point to think about.
Yeah,
absolutely.
This do you remember how we did like the Seal of Civic Readiness?
Yes.
This was my Seal of Civic Readiness project, but I never got to do it because Mr. Brown told me to wait. And I was halfway through it, and he was like, the bell rang, and you were there, and I wanted to go through it so bad, but I couldn't.
And now you did a great job.
Yeah. Fantastic. Any other questions?
What's the next step? Yeah, what do you want to do next?
I want to go to the board nice.
Okay. By when?
Hopefully get enough information that enough people, maybe in October.
Do you have to get on the agenda?
Yes. Yes. But I need to narrow my slideshow down for very short slides, but very informational slides. Because you only get 3 minutes, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 minutes.
You definitely want to connect in your slides the portrait of a graduate. Yes. So there will be a good segue. Pique their interest.
Yes.
Because if you're talking about hiring another teacher in the district, and that's going to be enough hill battle. Potentially. But if there's a teacher at the high school that's already interested and, maybe with Pappalardo or put a bug in their ear, go introduce yourself in September. Seek them out. Introduce yourself.
I did send an email to them.
Wonderful.
I think it was beginning 8th grade I did. And they're like, did you talk to principals and all of that? And I was like, yes, I did. He said it would be something starting at building level.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you remember how you sold me your eggs?
Yeah.
That's what you have to do here with this.
Right.
Exactly the same. And you're an excellent salesperson.
Yes.
And this is right out. I mean, you have all the components. In like everything in general, it's money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, part of my thinking is,
Yes.
you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have a lot of people. I just have to tell you, we just have to find the right people. We have a lot of people who are interested in the history of farming, of FFA, of crops, of all these things here, organic farming. And we have a lot of people with a lot of financial means. We just need to hook them.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, right.
Bruce, are you going to ask them for a curriculum change to offer an ag class? Or is there a class already or a curriculum in Oswego that would support the FFA organization?
I think they might need to adjust their curriculum some to like animal science, crop science, all of that, like sciences, hands-on stuff, going to like farms and all of that stuff.
How many FFA chapters, I'm sorry, I interrupted, are in school districts now in New York State? Do you know that, James?
No, I know, but I know we're going up rapidly. So across the whole U.S.
Scriba.
What's the closest one to this area, do you know?
Mexico and Cato.
Okay. That video I played in 2017 was the only one, but I think there's like 3 or 4 now that are new.
Has Beaver touched that one?
No, Bruce. I think there's several in New York City.
Yes, and that's one thing I want to mention. New York City has one. We don't have one.
Yeah, but
We gotta work on that. We gotta get some adjusting.
It sounded right.
Yeah.
we got a land.
Yeah.
We have a history.
You got to get Savannah. She's waiting patient.
Yeah.
There is like a class in the high school. It's called general chemistry, and it's kind of like living environment and chemistry put together. And I feel like if the teachers that did that took on this class, I feel like it'd be like way better because you don't need to you have to pass the class, but there's no regions or anything like that. So I feel like those lines, and there's no requirements for that class. Like you don't have to have all you need is like your living environment, like to pass that. I feel like that would they wouldn't really need to change their curriculum. They would each change like the things that they go about it and stuff like that because it's very vague, the classes.
Yeah. That I'll remember that. I saw you had your hand up.
I think as you approach the board, you need to also emphasize the leadership qualities that FFA gives you as far as parliamentary procedure for one. I can tell you that as my boys were in the FFA, so was my husband, but anyway, as there were meetings around the county after we moved here, I could tell you which young men had been in FFA because they followed those rules right to the letter.
Yes.
And it's very evident.
Rather like I always had masters in another, right? So out of the training, right, in the civic responsibility presentation, the whole thing.
There's public speaking. I mean, they do public speaking. They do, they push salesmanship a lot. And, you know, agriculture is a business here. I mean, you look at Ontario Orchards or Vealings or any of them. And I know that Mr. Vealing, Eric, was very involved in FFA, where he's in Mexico.
Yeah. You're again your supervisor of the town currently is an onion farmer. Yes, multi-generation and
That's awesome.
it is. Yeah.
And we only have very few muck farms in Oswego County.
They're all owned by a few people.
Yeah.
About firms, all owned by a few people. Yeah, much fewer people than in history. As you are only Abjo. Oh, yes. There were no.
We went down to farms a lot over the years. Way a lot.
And just not coming, now they're becoming solar. Yes. The transition.
And just not in the Oswego, just in the whole nation of the United States, a lot of farms went. I think it was like 1 million or something over the last 100 years.
Yeah.
It was bad.
And well expected for those firms. Can't eat a computer.
No. Big point. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Really good one.
But you can eat Miss Crossman's cookies and all that. She does have some good stuff, but she brought it into me, but I didn't go to her farm stand yet. Store. Sorry. I remember that conversation.
Yeah. So just to update you. So according to Google, okay, 200 high school and middle school FFA chapters across 53 counties in New York State. Yes.
So. Yeah, I don't know. I want to pull. Yeah.
And these are old statistics of 2024. Or support.
I would assume that there might be 100 more or something.
Because it's growing, to your point, that it's just growing.
Now, did the Oswego ever have it and then went out?
That's what I need to do the research on. Yeah.
So my nephew, when he was a freshman, he's 22 now. When he said he was a freshman, he was a part of FFA.
In a school?
Yes. So he said it didn't interest him, so he dropped it.
Yeah.
But Oswego did have an FFA years in history.
Yes. And like that's the thing. Like I remember Miss Tonkin saying people that aren't good in regular math class and all of that, they're good in classes with hands-on stuff. And I wasn't good in math class. I wasn't good in English. I wasn't good in. I was good in science, but not.
You're not good. It's just a strength.
Yes.
Oh, you're more of an hands-on kid. Real life man.
Yeah. But that's when I did the pillow for her class.
Nice. That was really nice. Great. Really.
Yes. Any other questions?
Yeah, and Bruce, first of all, great presentation.
Thank you.
All right, and I wish you all the luck continuing forward here. Just a couple of suggestions. One, you said something about the 3-minute mark for a board meeting or for a board presentation, but I think if you are scheduled to present, that you get more than 3 minutes because you're the design. Public comment is usually 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But you're not going there to voice something about something else. You're there to present something. Sorry. You should get more time.
Yes.
So you don't have to, rush through them. And the other suggestion too, I would say that we know Mexico and we know Cato, right? Maybe reach out and try to get it, not a word for word, but just an idea of the components on how they run theirs.
Yes.
So that, because the board will be interested in hearing an example of how another school runs their program, regardless of one teacher or two teachers or whatever may need it. So, but that could be your model
Yes.
as well. Yeah, okay.
So a little spoiler alert on the slideshow that I'm making for the board. I want to get at least 3 school districts that have an FFA chapter. So Pine Plains Central School District, 4 hours away. I don't think that'll be bad. Uh, very a very farming place. I like Cato, a very farming place. I like Mexico.
Excellent. Yeah, it's a friend, right? Though.
And I should have all of that to go. Any questions? Yes.
Well, if that might be something that can be run through, and if they want to say that we're to this historical Bible.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good idea. I have one more thing to show you guys. So, my grandmother was she a young famous member? No. She grew up in Valley Stream, right? So, when she moved to Pike Plains, she was a advisory board. So I think you have the teacher, which is the watch over person, and you have the advisors and all that. So like you guys can be on that advisor board. That would be really good.
Can we?
Me.
So this was my grandma's shirt years ago.
How to keep her.
Yeah.
You.
So it's a very good fabric, but it's not as good as corduroy jackets.
Don't make him like that, and he will say something.
If you need any corduroy jackets, I have at least 3. The boys don't fit into them anymore. Those.
Bruce, have you been in touch with people from Cato, Bruce?
He's having a drink.
What?
Bruce, have you been in touch with people from Cato yet?
No, I have been in touch with Pine Plains.
Okay.
Cause we're really good. Our family's really good with the ag advisor. My mom, not my mom, my dad, my uncle, my aunt, and my grandparents were.
There's a connection, right?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. So that's basically all I have for you guys. Yes, Dewey.
Your produce on the front table.
Yes.
How big a garden do you have?
Dad?
Not Dad, you.
Me? So it used to be the cow's pasture. So it's very fertilized.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't keep up. You'll get monsters.
It needs a beach dress.
Wow.
Bit late to put that high.
I would probably say an acre for 1/2 of it.
It's pretty close.
A lot of space. It's not packed. We had to put down garden fabric this year because the weeds were overtaking us.
Yeah.
So probably 1/4 of an acre.
How many rules?
1 row of acorn squash mixed with spaghetti squash. So we got that, and then we have 1 row zucchini and yellow squash, and we have 1 row. Most of the row is tomatoes, San Marzanos, your good tomato sauce tomatoes. They're small, but they're very meaty. They're like Romas. Tomato sauce, salsa, all that stuff. And then eggplant squash. Eggplants, not eggplant squash.
Cool.
I think we grabbed the wrong ones, but.
It must be fun.
So I go semi the eggs or no?
I mean, I can, but
What if samples? Oh, that's great.
well, we can't use it all because we get too much every day.
What did you bring tonight to show everybody how good your zucchini is?
I brought four things of 4 loaves of zucchini breadfruit.
Friends, did you make it?
Yes.
Every hay, very talented dog.
How many chickens do you have?
Yeah, how many chickens?
I would say 45.
Oh my god, do you need egg cartons?
Oh yeah.
If you would like to give them to us, I would be very thankful of you. Well, we do have a sale going on. If you buy 5 cartons of eggs, right, and they have our farm logo on it, SRN, our initials, you get 1 dozen free.
Oh, excellent. So let's keep bringing them back. Yeah, they have and recycling. Yeah, so it's very good. That's our Stony Ridge, Scriba Ridge. But I just thought stones because it's Scriba.
Yeah, Scriba Original Meadows. What's are you doing?
The one in the night.
Where's your guy?
Yeah.
Going else? Yeah, you excited? Just a little hesitation. On the.
Yep. Alright. We have 1 whole row of tomatoes, but half the row is these little tiny tomatoes. And they get too tall for the tomato cages and they fall over. So I just gave up from the tomato cages and they're going all over the place. So, but we do have smaller tomatoes, but these ones I got too late because they all are.
Yeah, splitter. Yeah.
Yep.
Doesn't make a bad tomato.
No, just cause that's
Make some ugly tomatoes. Do you can tomatoes?
We haven't, but we want to this year. But by the looks of it, I don't think we're going to. Only if we tell huh? Oh, look.
Make some sauce. That's for use.
Was it too late? Bruce, is it too late if you've planted 18 plants like I did and everything spilled rain? What do you think will happen to them? You think we have enough time in the season? Get them red?
Tomatoes?
Yeah, yes.
Well, I have a ton of green tomatoes. You'll have plenty of time, but yeah, you'll have time for them to ripen. I did an experiment on some tomato plants, and I pruned some, and exposed the tomatoes to the light and all that, and yeah, pretty good ones.
Nice.
You're welcome. And we do have pumpkins.
Now, so,
Yeah.
do you still have cows?
No. We sold them. They're too much work right now. Oh yeah. Good luck with it.
You gotta start an FFA chapter.
Sorry. No.
Hey, Dad, Mom, close your ears.
I'm getting a job. I have a job, so they can't stop me from buying my own cow.
I do find it interesting, young man, that when people go to sell their houses, that this is more Virginia, but I sense it up here that younger couples are really interested for the getting back into farming and animals, you know?
Yeah, I see that too.
That's how we all started.
Yes.
We were young ones.
Yes. But these are super savvy, yuppie kind of young couple.
Finally, technology and finally the hustle bustle.
Yes.
Quietly, like yeah. But they do have access to my bank account.
As a reminder.
Yeah, and one of them I can't take money out of. He's in charge of that.
The reason for that
Here, we'll keep you busy. We'll keep you busy. Becoming a leader.
Yeah.
Then you need. So it's school.
What can we do for you right now or in the near future?
Near future and right now. Near future, I would say let's all come together that are interested in the FFA and do a little group or text message or something. And then talk from there. Let's all discuss and go up to the school board and do a presentation and talk to them and all that.
Isn't too late. It's too late for this school year. So.
Yeah, I would probably say it would take you a school year to get accepted. Yeah.
Well, this is start though.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe because all it takes the school. So that 4 meters.
4 years. I have learned about this FFA since I was in 6th grade. And my first time I talked about it, I was in 7th grade. And then I leaned off in 7th grade and I hit the principals heavily with FFA and 8th grade. And I don't think Miss Balding likes me anymore.
No, we're sick of hearing about it. No, I'm just
But I do have one more thing to say. So, this teacher and Miss Peel, her name is, and Miss Balding, one of the principals, said I can teach in that class. So I teached about chickens. So I was able to bring a chicken in. I brought it on the bus. My bus driver was 100% about it. She went back to the bus garage. She was talking all about it. She was so happy. Well, the principals get a phone call from bus garage. Said I couldn't go back on the bus with a chicken. Yeah. And, well, that wasn't the last time I brought chickens to school. It was never first and last. I actually brought it to her room first. I let it go in there. Oh.
Who did that?
AI nowadays.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Guy and Mary.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, Ed John. Together, it's
You can't AI everything.
Well, yes, you can. But I did a picture of my dad. It didn't turn out too good.
You sure it's true?
So, yes, it's on the background of our text messages. So.
First, I would send an email, start with sending another email to the principals and vice principals at the high school, and then the 2 teachers that young lady said might potentially.
Yes.
I think contacted my Chevy dealership also. I think that might take time. Yeah, to get them to sponsor.
And I have one more question, Becky. Since you are a meat store, and you sell some produce, and you sell steaks like beef, and you guys know about food safety, would you guys sponsor us?
Yes, absolutely.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
I don't know if anyone's heard this, but today I just, I believe a law passed that schools are going to be free to purchase farm to table, purchase local vegetables, learn local food for their students.
So they can have real food.
Yes.
Does this not? Oh, I got goosebumps. Does this timing not work?
Yes.
It's awesome. Yeah, so it's a big deal. It was defeated last year, right, Jamie? But it passed this year along with something else. So it is a really big deal. To the point of young couples, to the point of, my gosh, you can sell this, and you know that you're benefiting your community. I mean, I just see how plus is here.
It's picking on it.
Yeah.
Yes. Another one with this portrait of a graduate, you also incorporate that.
Yes, you're gonna need help organizing. Yes, right? On what to do. But I want to tell you something. I really love organization, and I love the idea of an outline and of chats through concepts, etc. And that AI can help you with. Yes, and it is an amazing tool.
Yes.
And I would suggest. My dear, one of the things I love about that tool, you're throwing in garbage. I mean, what you think is it's not garbage, it's stuff, but it's it's all unorganized. But your thoughts. I need to do this. I might do this, and then it organizes it for you, and you can then just check it off as you do it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the tool. Yeah. I can't plant the garden to the heat.
Yeah, I know the owner Jacobson's very well.
Oh.
So, and also I do have a customer that's worked at Bailing's for 30 years, so he might have some contact information.
Yes, that's for them. Really awesome.
Wow.
Definitely local food places because like they'll show us food safety. They'll show us everything we need to learn in FA, and they'll show us how to cut stuff. Like, let's say my future goes bad. I have to be a McDonald's worker, so that's the only job left. Oh, but if I was in FA, I would be really good. I could be a manager, right? Because I would know food safety. I would know hands-on stuff. I would know how to fix stuff, like their ice cream machine.
Rather simple.
I do ice cream at my work, but soft serve, it sprays all over you. It's a chocolate. Because sometimes the little thing that sucks up the milk, it freezes up and it goes like back and it'll go.
We're making me picture.
Yeah. All right. So we will await your direction. Sweet. Okay.
Yes, that sounds awesome. I think we're all good.
Thank you, Bree.